Solana is in a corrective phase, which means it's higher probabilities for higher prices. So we're going to take a look at a few scenarios here. So this is a finished higher degree 1 count. So we count this as a WXY, a double zigzag corrective. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a 3, 4, and to a 5, a bigger wave 1. Now looking for a wave 2. And here we are looking for way higher prices, because if this is a wave 1, then Solana is really taking off. But this correction here is unlikely that it's done if we count it like this, because you can see here the time for this wave 1 and 38.2 is usually the minimum time requirement for correction to finish after a wave 1 is done. So you want to see wave 2 finish after or at 38.2 fib time. Time is never an invalidation. It's only a guideline for deciding what probabilities are highest. But it is an important factor to take notice of. So if we count it like here, like this is the correction, so you can just see with your eye, is this little correction enough to correct all of this movement? It looks unlikely. So here we are basically looking for an A, B, and then a C down into a wave 2. And also, if we hit this perp, or this pink rather, line, that is the 86, take it from here to here. And if we hit this, then it is very unlikely that this is a 1 and a 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and so on. So we want to hit that, the pink line, and also the gray line. That is the minimum target for a flat. And if we hit a flat here, then it is also a very high probability that we are in a corrective phase and are looking for a wave C down in a wave 2 and then going up. So the other scenario is that we have a finished wave 3. Here we are counting this a little bit different. Still a WXY, double zigzag down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a 3. This is the 4, and now we are looking for an explosive 5. So here we are stacking 1, 2s, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And even you have room here for a 1, 2 as well. This little thing. So I can adjust this a little bit better. So we have it like that. And that is basically looking for also way higher prices. It's not an issue per se, but this count is it doesn't have the highest probability because of the time here in wave 4 compared to wave 2. So you can see here that wave 4 is between 61.8 and 38.2, which is a bare minimum for wave 4. And wave 4 is usually longer than wave 2. It's not an invalidation or anything like that, but it is a guideline that wave 4 wants to be longer than wave 2 when we are counting time, basically. So this is looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But in this scenario, you definitely want to see a wave 3 here now, because if we are stacking even more, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have 4 1, 2s, and that starts to be a bit much for a 1, 2 count. So you really want to see it just take off now and into that wave 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, and so on. And if we don't get that, if we get a retracement passing one of these start of the 1-2s, then we are pretty sure it's not 1-2s and we're looking for a correction. But nonetheless, this is also looking for higher prices. This is looking for the wave 5, as I mentioned. So the common denotator, or what you call it, is that this is looking for higher prices. This is also looking for higher prices, just in a different count. This count 1 2 1 2 3 has a B C to a 4. We just spoke about this, but we count a little bit different. So here the wave 4 is a bit better in time. So this is a valid option as well. And it looks a little bit better if we count it just by time. But this also, yeah, you guessed it, are looking for higher prices. Here is a bearish scenario. So here we are accounting this rather as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a clean impulse, classic, and then an A, B, C to the upside as a correction. And then we are looking for an impulse down here in a wave 1 and then a wave 2. So I have two invalidations here. So the first one is the 886, which is a very uncommon target for wave 2. Take it from this high to this low. And the other is the start of wave 1, which is a hard invalidation that breaks the rules of Elliott Wave. So this one is just a very low probability that it is a 1-2 if it hits, but this is a hard invalidation, as then it can't be a 1-2. So basically, yeah, we want it to break this with a slow upwards kind of movement in a corrective fashion, to just take out these two and then move down into a wave C to create an A, B, C, an expanded flat. Then we have all the probabilities on our side for a wave up. But yeah, it is a bearish scenario, and you need to have it when you're counting Elliott waves. And this, however, this wave 1, it doesn't count well as a wave 1 at all on the lower time frames. But we'll get to that. So here is also a scenario. This also counts this one as an impulse down, and then an ABC to a W, ABCX, and then we have a correction up into a Y. So then you got to ask yourself, well, how do we know if it's a Y or if it's a continuation of wave 3 or not? So if we move in zigzags, basically up to wave Y, and if we take out 161.8, that basically invalidates an expanded flat. Then and if we do that in a fashion with a corrective way, then we know it's basically a way Y. It has a high probability of being that. So yeah, this also looks for higher prices, but it does that, as I mentioned, in a zigzag corrective way. So if it's not impulsive and a corrective and moves on above this expanded flat area, then we know it might be a wave W, and we are looking for, well, this is an impulse, and if we are taking the fib here, so a possible wave B target, yeah, it's a confluence here, a standard wave B target here, like a B, and then a wave C, and then we are looking at, sub 8, very low prices, but more of that when we'll get there. And the last one is a 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 into a WX, Y into a 4, and here we have a finished wave 4 looking for a wave 5. So here you can see the count Let's see. No, it wasn't this one. Maybe it was this. Yeah, this one. So here you can see the count, the one I mentioned, that it's very difficult to count this as an impulse down. So 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to a 3, and then you have a triangle wave 4, and then a wave 5, and A, B, C, W, X, A, B, C to a, this is a W, X, and then an A, B, C down into a Y. If you were to count this impulsive, you will have a very hard time to do that. So this looks way better as corrective. And if this is corrective, as it has a higher probability of being, then it corrects something, and it corrects this high. So if it corrects this high, then it's higher probability to take out this high sooner or later. So now we are basically waiting for either A, B, C, and hopefully we'll take out these two and then move down into a C, and then we are moving up. So yeah, all ways leads to Rome basically, and Rome in this case is higher prices. We only have basically this as a bearish scenario, and if we take out this and this, the bears are out of option. We are going to way higher prices on Solana. That was it for today. Thank you so much. See ya.